Hi, I'm Tanya, founder and artist behind Puzzle Art Australia, and welcome to our partnership community. Thank you for choosing Puzzle Art to stock in your shops. And I just like to today show you a few things with what you might receive in your package when it arrives. And most importantly, what's going to work with the display. I get asked all the time, how should I display the puzzles? What do I do when I receive my pre-made puzzle? So this short video is just going to introduce a little bit more about what you're going to get or what your customers are going to get in the box and how I go about presenting them when I do my own displays. So firstly, the new packaging, you'll see we've made some fabulous changes and evolved our packaging to include all side panel display options so that now you can display puzzles both front, side, and of course on top as well. We've also included the SKU and a barcode directly to the Frame Your Puzzle video where I show customers how they go about framing their puzzle once they're done. Inside the box, if you haven't had the opportunity to do a puzzle yourself yet, inside the box I've also got some lovely little details, again just to engage our customers. They do get the puzzle in a little separate bag with a HD image like so, to help them. There are no further instructions. There are no cheat sheets. It is a puzzle. I consider all my puzzles to be very doable. The largest in the A3 size only goes up to 170 pieces. Typically, most people will complete these puzzles between 3 to 4 hours. A confident puzzler will do it within an hour to 2 hours. The pieces, each unique to each puzzle. So little koala is going to have little koala pieces. And everyone, and that is the unique selling point between my puzzles and any other, has its own story to tell. So when putting the puzzle together, you do have lots of details there for them to build the story. Now, enough about the puzzles. That is for your customers to discover. What I want to show you today is how you go about displaying the puzzles when you do get them into your shop. If you have ordered a pre-made puzzle or already assembled, it's going to come in one of two ways, either on a black or a white board. I mount these for you depending on what I would normally present them in. You're really welcome to do as you wish. I only apply a small amount of sticky tape, double-sided tape, between the puzzle and the board. So the option is for you to remove it from that. So I'm just going to give you an idea of the two different looks you can get here. Hang on a second so you can see. So they're on the whiteboard, and that's the puzzle on the blackboard. That's my preferred option for this particular one. I have seen as well a couple of our stockists, which I think works exceptionally well, have asked just to have one or two of the signature pieces left out of the puzzle so that they can then go about having the puzzle incomplete with a couple of pieces mounted on the outboard. If you would like that, please just make a comment when you're making your order and I can certainly do that for you as well. Let me show you. So you're literally going to just get the puzzle. I put a Mod Podge, which is the glue that I use. This is on the Frame Your Puzzle guide that customers can watch as well. That's the glue I use. That's what you'll have on top here. It gives a lovely shine and protects it from the sun. There'll be a small amount of double-sided tape just on the back of your puzzle. Now, I only put enough to hold it whilst it's in shipping. That's how it's going to come to you, not necessarily how you're going to display it. For the A3 displays, If you have seen one of my displays or seen me at one of the exhibits, I typically will use the A3 frame depot from Spotlight. Super accessible. They often put these on sale. Spotlight does their VIP sale, and they come down to all of $18. The only thing with your puzzle when it arrives, you may have to replace the backing board with just some cardboard. The backing board that I use is an exact A3, which is what this opening is inside your frame. Now, if you line it up very carefully, it will fit exactly in that space. Oh, I didn't position it perfectly, but you can see you've got your puzzle ready to hang up. I also found, really depends what you've got available. This again is just a simple A3 frame. It has an A3 opening there. So you can use whatever frames you've got available to you. The other option, if you like the puzzle or don't have the space and are looking to just keep the puzzle on the matte board, you certainly can do that as well. I have the packaging that you've got is professional photo packaging, so it will last and it will protect the puzzle if you decide to leave it out on display as well. You can, and I shall show you. So this is what you can expect, like so. And then I have often used just a little stand. They come in all sizes, these little stands. I just picked this one up at a thrift store, like so. That also makes it quite accessible. I don't recommend leaving the puzzle out because people will try and pull it apart. The glue that I've used is really just a glue to hold the pieces together. If you are wanting to pop it on display like so, I would recommend putting a heavy duty lacquer over the top of it, both front and back, and that'll allow the puzzle to be a little bit more sturdy. Maybe a do not touch sign, but that's also an option. Now I'll move on to the A5 puzzles. They are going to come either on an A4 board or an A5 board, depending on what size package you've got being delivered. And the A5 have quite a few options. So this is our A5 size. So you can see how it looks. Now this is an A4 piece of paper. This is the A5 size. And that's the size of the puzzle. For the A4 size, I tend to use the frames from Kmart. This is the Enco 8x10. They have a lovely backing board. I'll show you a couple of options. Again, you can see the different things you can do with these. They're small enough to sit just on a shelf. You can also put this one, if you're worried about it just sitting, they fit in, that sort of thing. And you can have the puzzles stacked in front of them. Another option, a shadow box frame. So A5's very easy to display and on the shelf space. Again, if you would like some of the puzzle pieces left out so that you can display just a couple of separate puzzle pieces, just leave me notes when you're making your order and I'll make sure that we leave a few pieces out. As with the small puzzles, I put a lacquer, as I mentioned, on the puzzle, and then I apply 2 little magnets on the back. So you can see that. These have been fantastic, and a few of my high-performing stockists have said they've got these sitting just on the counter at checkout so that people can see them as they're checking out. They can be picked up, turned around quickly. I say to my customers they make great fridge magnets if they're running out of wall space. The little magnets that I picked up from Bunnings, you get a pack of 8 for $3 or just under $3. And again, I've just used the Mod Podge to glue those magnets on the back. But a great sort of at-counter upsell or quick buy. Okay, so that's it for today. I just wanted to give you a couple of tips and tricks for how myself and other stockists are presenting their puzzles for high sale return. And if you've got any comments, do leave me a comment. If you've got any other ideas, of course, I'd love to hear about it and share them with the rest of our community. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.